You're listening to the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show. Each week, I'm going to be interviewing top realtors from coast to coast to give you a backstage pass on how they've created their amazing real estate empires and how you can copy them. Hi, everyone. I'm real estate coach Craig Proctor. Thank you for joining me today. We are talking about team building. We are talking about how to make more money, have more time, and more freedom in your life. And there's no one better to talk to than my superstars from the province of Quebec, Bertrand and Argy. Thank you for being on the Craig Proctor Show today.
Thank you for having us, Craig.
Hi, Craig.
Hey, you guys truly are superstars. Let's go back to the massive change you've made, not just in your business, but in your life. How you started with me, and then we'll fast start to where you are today, because folks, you watching this, you're going to be amazed by what is happening and what these folks have done in a short period of time.
Our story is crazy, Craig. Before we met you, we had you know the toaster story. If you don't know, you need to know that. So we show up at our first conference with a toaster because we didn't have no money. Even though I was in the real estate business for 15 years, we were barely able to pay the bills. So when it was time to go to Toronto to see you, we were not able to just buy a supper. So we bring our toaster. Imagine.
Is everyone clear on that? They gave me, Bertrand and Argy gave me this toaster on a plaque about a year or so ago, because that symbolizes this journey they're on. What Bertrand's saying is, when they came to the first conference, I think it was like $500 or $600 to attend. They drove from Montreal to Toronto because they didn't have the money for airfare. And Bertrand's saying, we didn't have any money for the expensive food at the hotel. So the solution was, we're going to bring a toaster. And that toaster really became great symbolism, right? Because when I heard that story, and I didn't know that story, Bertrand and Argy, you guys told me that years later. You were like, hey, we were so broke when we met you. We couldn't even afford food at the fancy hotel where the conference was at. We brought a toaster. So here they are now, multi-million-dollar producers, and they invited me back to this big event they had in Montreal. And what do they bring out on stage? On a plaque is the toaster. So I think it's an amazing story. You know, it's great symbolism. And let's talk about where you are today. We'll do it opposite. We'll talk about where you are today. Then we'll go back in time to when you and I first met, and we'll talk about the struggle you had, because I want everyone watching this to identify with you. I want everyone watching this to say, you know what? Yeah, they're multimillionaires now. They've done very well, but you had very humble beginnings, and it wasn't that long ago. How many years ago did you start with me?
9 years.
9 years ago. Okay.
August 2015.
Yeah. Oh, you remember the day. I love that.
August 22nd of August 2015.
Oh, okay. I love that. Now tell everyone about this amazing business you have right now.
So we own a real estate brokerage here in Quebec. We have 5 offices, 16 teams, team leaders. All the teams are copy-paste from the Craig Proctor system. And we have 72 agents in our brokerage. We did $11 million GCI last year.
$11 million. So you've got your team, but then you've got 11 other teams around you. So I can come to you as a solo agent, or if I'm a team leader, I can bring my entire team over to work at your brokerage as well.
Yes, and if you're a solo agent and you want to develop your business and become a team leader, we have all of the systems already translated in French. And Bertrand's already a coach for Craig Proctor, so he coaches people to build their teams.
And he's a very good coach as well.
Yeah.
And
the best.
So basically, here's how it worked. I trained Bertrand to be a multimillionaire agent, and Argy, of course. He could not do this without Argy, just like I could not do this without my wife. I think it's very important that we have, key people in our life to do this. So let's be honest, it's a partnership here. Now, we want to talk about how you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Everything that you want to do in real estate is already being done by my superstar members. So again, if you're in the province of Quebec, all you have to do is hang your license with their brokerage. That's it. You might be at Royal LePage, you might be at Remax, whatever. but they do not provide what we're going to be talking about today. I know every brokerage, every real estate brokerage says, oh, we're going to provide training and we're going to give you leads or whatever. But the training usually isn't that good if it happens at all. The leads usually aren't that good. There's a reason why Bertrand and RG are so successful. And we're going to talk about how all of you, if you're in the province of Quebec and you're interested in partnering up, I promise you this would happen to you. You would end up netting more money in your pocket, net, because you wouldn't be paying for the marketing or the advertising or all the systems. And you would be focusing 100% of your time at work on dollar productive activities, meaning going out on appointments, listing appointments, and buyer appointments. You wouldn't have to worry about or spend money on lead generation or messing around with that or getting keys cut or administrative. If you join Bertrand and RG's team, that is all done for you.
Absolutely.
Now, when you started, okay, before, like when you met me, what was going on with your business and your life at that point?
Not much. We were just indebted. We almost lost our house because we owed a lot of money with income taxes. And then we started August 2015 and we owed over $200,000 in income taxes, okay? And on June 2017, we were debt-free and had money on the side.
But most importantly, that's on the money side. But most importantly, I was doing this business for 15 years and I was not sure of myself. I couldn't call me honestly a professional. I was doing great. I was saying I was doing great. I was doing $86,000. That's 2015, $86,000. And in front of my friends, my family, I say, oh, I did $86,000.
Right.
But when I talk to the government, I did really 20,000.
Right? Yeah, after all the expenses.
Yeah. So one thing you helped me to do, it's not only to make money, that's amazing, of course, but you make me a professional.
Yeah. And a quality of life that we could give our children and also pass on to the team members in our team. That's our why now, is like when we have a young agent or whatever age agent that comes in our brokerage or in our team, we want to help this person to not live what we lived. And we want them to be able to go on vacations and have money in the bank and invest in real estate or whatever they want. And we do plans. Like he will sit down with them and do a plan and they know where they're going and what they need to do to get there. So if
it's very, think about it. We just take everything that works in my business and we copy paste in the new team leader. Like I have this, a very good agent with us. He's a team leader for so many years. Jean-François Chamberlain. He went from, I think, 100,000 to $1.7 million with his team in GCI.
That's amazing.
Just copying our system in our brokerage. He's a legend here in Quebec.
So what you're doing is you're taking either solo agents on who want to be part of either your team or one of the existing teams. You're helping the existing team leaders recruit additional agents. And you're bringing in new team leaders who already have a team or a team leader, a potential team leader that wants to grow a team. And that template that made you successful, you're just teaching the team leaders how to duplicate that over and over and over again.
Which is the Craig Proctor system.
Which is the Craig Proctor system. Okay, now what is your vision for this? How many teams, how big can you make this? Can you be the #1 brokerage in the province of Quebec just by copy and paste and leveraging this out?
Yeah, I think we are already, because our goal is not to have the biggest number of agents in our brokerage. This, I don't want that. What we want, it's the agent that take it seriously. They want to succeed. They want to, perform, and we want to bring them to the next level. This is for me the success of our brokerage here in Quebec. So I can say that within 3 years we are already the best brokerage in Quebec. So our goal is to create more team that will copy the system.
Yeah, like we have 15 teams, 16 teams in our brokerage, and out of those, how many do we have?
25%.
25% of them are $1 million teams. Like they're grossing over $1 million.
Nobody can say things
No,
like that.
we have a team in Quebec that is doing almost $3 million.
In Quebec City.
In Quebec City, yeah. We Jean-François Morin's team. We have teams here.
GLC.
Yeah, GLC. They're
Amélie Couture.
yeah, Amélie. So like we have so many teams in Montreal, on the South Shore of Montreal. They're grossing over $1 million, and like all the rest are right there, right? They're getting there.
Well, I've never seen a better opportunity for real estate agents in the province of Quebec to make as much money net in their pocket and have a better lifestyle than the way you have this set up. So if you're watching this and you're in the province of Quebec, please do not be skeptical. I realize that every real estate company makes promises about training and leads and you're going to make money. I realize this, but these guys are the real deal. Okay, I've been doing this for 30 years. They are creating millionaires. So if you're a solo agent and someday you would like to grow a team, they will help you. Bertrand and Argy will help you as a solo agent become a super successful solo agent. And if you wish, they'll show you how to leverage yourself and grow a team. They'll train you and teach you step by step how to do this. Now, if you already have a team, a successful team, and you're at Remax or Royal LePage or wherever you are, you should have a conversation about how you're going to make more money and have more time in your life by just copying what the other millionaire, multi-millionaire team leaders inside this brokerage are doing. Now, I'm going to ask you to contact Bertrand and Argy to get some information, okay? Having a conversation with them costs you $0, okay? This is about doing your research, okay? If you speak to them, you're going to be very, very interested. Of course, there's no obligation to do anything. What would be the best way for real estate agents in the province of Quebec to reach out to you to find out more information?
So we are very, very accessible. The best way is to call me straight, 514-554-6599. You call me straight on my phone and we're going to have, like you say, just a discussion. It doesn't cost nothing, but it can bring a lot of money and success.
Yeah, and then, so if I was an agent watching this and I wanted to know, okay, is this for real? I understand people are skeptical. What you could do is you could ask Bertrand and Argy to set you up to have a conversation with some of their existing superstar $1 million producers, okay? And they don't have a horse in this race. They'll tell you the truth. If you talk to the agents at the brokerage, they will tell you the truth about their experience. And there's plenty of people that will talk to you about how they were at different companies and the struggles they had and the massive change that they have experienced since joining up with Bertrand and Argy. So
you know what, Craig? It's funny because yesterday Bertrand got a text message from an agent that's in Quebec City. She was a real estate agent for 14 years before. She did a whole bunch of teams, and now that she's in the brokerage and she has she's within a team, she has never had so much time to herself and for her family and have money aside. She wrote to Bertrand to ask him, do you know a good coach that could help me place my money? Because we teach people how to make more money per transaction, as you know, because you're the one that taught us. And because of this, they work less, but they make more money. She has no expenses, obviously no marketing. She doesn't have to do any of the admin stuff. So because of that, all she does is be on the field with her customers, negotiate for her customers, serve them, and invest.
That's amazing. When
this is what we want, right? This is what we all want when we get into real estate. So let me be clear on this, okay? Just so everyone watching this understands. If you were a real estate agent and you were part of Bertrand and Argy's team, they would give you actual listing appointments and buyer appointments, not leads. They actually give you listing appointments and buyer appointments. Now, you might be skeptical and think, well, why would they do that? Why wouldn't they go out on the listing appointments or buyer appointments themselves? Because there's so many of them, it's impossible for them to go out on all the appointments. So they hire good agents, and you have to be a good agent. Okay. I don't want people thinking, well, this is something that, a part-time agent can do, anything like that. Like, you have to be willing to work, and you have to be coachable, because they will spend the time with you. Why? Because the more money you make, the more money they make. So imagine this. You open up your day timer and you say to Bertrand and Argy, you know what? I'm willing to work these 7 or 8 hours, 6 days a week. You want to take one day off or whatever. So you open up your calendar, and Bertrand and Argy's team will literally fill your day timer with buyer appointments and listing appointments, as many as you can handle. Now, to make sure that you're really super effective and you're getting the business when they interview you, that they list their home with you versus all the other agents, we provide excellent training to make sure that you can negotiate, get the listing at the right price and for the right commission rate. We will teach you how to actually negotiate a higher fee than the other agents. Again, I know you're skeptical, because you might be thinking, well, why would the seller pay you more than another real estate agent? Well, you have to be trained on how to be able to articulate your value. Just like, if you want to get the best architect in Montreal, it would cost you more money than hiring an average architect. So we show you how to negotiate the fee to get a higher fee, to get the listing at the right price, to work with more buyers. You will make more money net in your pocket. That is a promise. Okay. Here's what you don't have to do. Now listen to this. What you do is you go from appointment to appointment to appointment. What you no longer have to do is take pictures of houses, bang signs in the front lawn, go to Home Depot or Reno and Depot and get keys cut. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do the paperwork. That is all done by the administrative people. We want the agents getting signatures witnessed. That's what we want. We want you working with buyers and sellers. We take away all the administrative stuff. So you're not paying for any of the marketing. You're not paying for any of the administrative people. What you make, you keep in your pocket. Okay, now that should interest you. We have designed this business specifically so agents can maximize the amount of money they make while working. And that means you've got a life outside of real estate. So when your day timer is shut off, that's it. We have a team. That's why we have a team. So you can have a life. What's the purpose of making all this money if you don't have any time to enjoy it? So more money, more time, which gives you more freedom. Now we have the testimonials. We have the real estate agents that you can speak to. We do not expect you to believe us. We know you might think, well, of course they're going to say this, but this is the real deal. You've got my endorsement on this. If you're interested, give Bertrand a call. It'll be his cell phone. Bertrand will be the one answering it. Go ahead and ask all your questions. Then, if you're interested after talking to Bertrand, the next step is we would have you have a conversation with as many of the agents on Bertrand and Argy's company as you want to talk to. Okay, that'd be the next step. Now, if they're all saying, this is a great place to work, you should come here. Here's my personal story. Here's how I go from X to 5X to 10X. Then the next step is you're going to want to meet with Bertrand and Argy, and you're going to find out more about how this can work for you. And if we get the right people here and we have the right training, I promise you this is the right system. Okay, you don't have to look anywhere else. I believe you're watching this for a reason. Okay, there's a reason you're watching this here today. Now, if you're not in the province of Quebec, if you're outside of Quebec, anywhere else in Canada or anywhere else in the United States, and if you would like to do what Bertrand and Argy are doing, you can book a call with me. Okay, we'll drop into the comments below a link, proctorcall.com. Okay, proctorcall.com, no space. Proctorcall.com is a clickable link. It goes to my Acuity day timer, and you can book a time and a day to have a conversation with my team about where you are in your business, where you'd like to go, and we will give you free of charge our advice on what you should do. Then you can decide, okay, do I like this Craig Proctor system? Again, I will give you as many real estate agents all over North America that you want to talk to. I will give you their contact information. You can do your own research. I've been doing this for 30 years. Many of you know my story. Within 36 months of having my real estate license, I was the #1 RE/MAX agent, not in the country, in the world for commissions earned. What I realized is my success had nothing to do, yeah, this is nothing to sneeze at, Archie. That my success had nothing to do with Craig Proctor, the person. I had developed a system. And that's what Bertrand and RG bought into. They're like, okay, Craig can explain it to us. He has a system for lead generation. He developed a system for follow-up, a system for presentations, a systems for recruiting and hiring and training a system for developing a huge real estate business. You do not have to reinvent the wheel, folks. All you have to do is tie into what already exists. Everything you want to do in real estate is already been created. All you need to do to say today, folks, is maybe. So, Bertrand, give us your contact information again.
So it's, if you call me straight, 514-554-6599. And then we'll have a discussion together. I'm going to show you how we can copy everything I'm doing in my team in your team. That's amazing. Or if you don't want to be a team leader, we're going to show you how you can get the appointments with qualified buyers or sellers ready to act. That's the most important, and how to work with them word by word. And we take care of all the administrative tasks, of course.
The other thing that we haven't talked about is you have a really nice culture at your company where everybody helps each other. It's a great place to work. People love it there. You have a lot of fun with the company and the people that you work with. You do a lot of special events. You're really interested in improving the quality of the life for the agents and their assistants and the administrative people. It really is such a nice feeling to be able to, make a lot of money, obviously, and be profitable and successful. But you're doing this by helping other people, the other agents and administrative people on your team, and the customers are having a much better experience buying and selling real estate with you than the experience they would receive, an inferior experience they would receive with most other real estate agents. So I'm just so happy that you made the trip 9 years ago. You drove 5 or 6 or 7 hours from Montreal to Toronto with a toaster oven.
Yeah, it was life-changing.
Yeah.
Yep. And like we like to talk about how you went from nothing to millions and millions of dollars. But the truth is, RG, as you mentioned, you were actually $200,000 in debt. So the first thing we had to do when we worked together is we had to get you to zero, right? You were minus $200,000. We had to get you to zero, out of debt. And then we worked on this and we worked on this. And I must say, it's been such a joy working with you. I find it very gratifying as a person, as a coach, to be able to help you, live this experience here. And it's been wonderful to watch it. So it's very gratifying to see the growth and the success and all the people within your company that you've been able to help and all the people they've been able to help. So it really makes me feel good to do this.
And all the money that we're giving away also to charity. Like, we've been open for three and a half years. We've given almost $200,000 to charity, and we have
we're not supposed to say it now, but we have 500,000 accumulate to buy a house for the kids that have no home.
Yeah. So
that's so a portion of this referral income goes to charity.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
and this is something we teach all of our members is we call it worthy cause referral marketing, where we give a portion of every referral we get into the company goes to the charity of your choice. And so explain what your charity is. What are your charities?
Well, when we started out, we gave to many charities. We gave to multiple sclerosis. We gave to women's shelter. We gave to many places. But now what we're saving, like the money that we have now accumulated, is because we want to build a house for the, I don't know how you say it in English, mais la Fondation du Centre de Jeunesse, which is for young kids that
have been taken from their family.
Yeah.
Because
kids that don't have a family for whatever reason, and they stay like in like ugly shelters, cold shelters. So we want to build a house for them to have a place to call home.
It must make you feel really good to see the place that you're in now. And you guys deserve it. As I said before we started the interview, you know, everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to be a millionaire. You know, there's an old saying, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die, right? But everybody in real estate, you know, they talk a big game. They want to be successful. They want to make millions of dollars. But it does take discipline and training and coaching. And you did the work. You rolled up your sleeves. You had two choices 9 years ago when you were in debt and things weren't going well. It would have been easy to give up. And a lot of people give up, but you didn't do that. You were determined, and you did the work. You invested in your business. You invested in yourself. And I think it's just a great example for everybody watching this right now. If you're struggling right now, if things aren't going well for you, you might be one phone call away. You might be one phone call away. And that was our hope for doing the interview here today, was to share a real story. This is a real story about a very nice married couple from the province of Quebec who got into real estate, who are good people, who want to do the right things, who were struggling, and we found each other. And it was my pleasure to be able to share my success and what made me successful with them. And I'm so happy to see how this worked out for them, that they are having such great success, and they're able to share it with really soon going to be hundreds and hundreds of agents from all over the province of Quebec. And again, if you're not in the province of Quebec, we have Bertrand and Argy's brokerages and agents all over Canada and North America. And if you want information on how you can get involved in the Craig Proctor system, or you just want to talk to some of our superstars, if you're in the United States, you're in another part of Canada, you want to talk to some Craig Proctor superstars, I'm more than happy to connect you so you can have a conversation and say, is this real? Because it sounds too good to be true. Is this real? Did Craig really take you from, you know, being in debt or struggling to becoming a multi-millionaire agent? Is this really possible? And the answer is yes. And this is what I've been doing for 30 years. It gives me great joy to see the fruits of my labor here, to see how this has worked for other people. And that's why I get up every day. And I know that's what motivates you.
Yes.
And Bertrand and Argy and I, we're going to be working together to spread the word. And we're coming, if you're in the province of Quebec, we're coming to a town near you. We're coming here. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you good, free information. That's what we're going to do. The easiest way for us to prove that we can help you is we're just going to begin by helping you. And it will make sense. This is why Bertrand and Argy drove 8 hours from Montreal to Toronto in the beginning 9 years ago, because I flew to Montreal and I did a presentation, and the presentation made sense. It was the best thing they heard. They were so motivated and so interested in hearing the way that I'd set up my real estate business and how duplicatable it was, that's how this all started. So that was the purpose of our interview today, is I want you to know me, get to know me and Bertrand and Argy, and we want to open the door and we welcome you in, and we say, give us a call. Don't be skeptical. It costs nothing to investigate this. Okay. And if you do investigate it, you'll find that this has been the best inquiry, the best phone call that you've ever made. So we will have our contact information below. We also have a free report that I want to offer all of you. If you drop your email address in the comments below, I'm going to have Faith screen share the free information we're going to give to you right now. It's a special report on the 9-step system to designing your super profitable real estate team. Now, you might already have a real estate team, or maybe one day you're like, I'd like to have a team. I'd like to hire some assistants and have a business that works without me. This is the report. It's called the 9-step system. And Faith, if you can just scroll through that, please, so everybody can see. It's very thorough. And I show you how to do this. Step 1, step 2, step 3. We talk about personality testing, how to get the right personalities and the right positioning, what you're worth per hour. Let's talk about this for a minute. If you can scroll there. Okay. Let's say that a real estate agent makes $100,000 a year. Okay. So that's your income is $100,000 a year. We'll say that's your net income. After all your expenses, you make $100,000 a year. And let's say that that real estate agent works 40 hours a week. Okay. And they work 50 weeks per year. They take 2 weeks off for vacation. So 40 hours a week times 50 weeks is 2,000 hours. If you make $100,000 a year and you divide it by 2,000 hours that you traded to make the $100,000, that means you're worth $50 an hour. So theoretically, you should not be involved in any work that pays less than $50 an hour. In other words, getting keys cut, taking pictures. You can't change the outcome. I used to think I was the only person that could take a picture of a house or get the keys cut or do the paperwork. We're going to teach you how to delegate those activities that, yes, they need to be done, but they don't need to be done by you. And as you can see on our time of your life worksheet, you can no longer afford to do the $10 or $20 or $30 an hour work. That's going to keep you away from making the big money in real estate. So we walk you through these exercises and help you examine your real estate business so you understand, well, who should I hire first? And who should I hire second? Who should I hire third? And what should they do? What are the steps that need to be taken? What are the mistakes that I need to avoid to make this work? It's all right here in this report to get you started. If you can just keep scrolling there. That's an organizational chart. Right now, you have to have your name in all the boxes if you're a solo agent, but we show you how to start to replace your name with the names of other people as you start to grow your business. So yeah, you can stop the screen share now, Faith. If you want this report, please drop your email address right here in the comments below. Drop your email address. I will send it. It's my gift to you, free of charge. Faith will email that out, and it'll make sense, right? You'll look at it and go, okay, my choices are this. I'm either a solo agent, and that means I'm working forever. I'm doing everything myself, and you're going to be limited by how much you can make. And when you stop, you go on vacation, everything stops. One day, wouldn't it be great if we could show you how to be so successful that you've got more business coming in than you could possibly handle? And maybe you start off by hiring one administrative person, right? And you make a bit more money, even though you're paying them, you're able now to spend more time making money with buyers and sellers and doing the most dollar productive things. Now, maybe you hire a licensed agent. Maybe the licensed agent works with the buyers and you work with the sellers. So we're going to walk you through how your business can progress and how it can expand. Now, that doesn't mean you have to hire a team. We're not saying that. Some of you might be completely happy if we helped you go from $50,000 a year to $100,000 a year as a solo agent, or we help you go from $100,000 to $200,000, you might be completely happy. But just know we can take it further for you. As big as you want to grow it, you're going to be in a company where agents, some of them are making 50 or 100,000, others are making millions of dollars. You get to decide inside this company how big you want to grow your business, and the coaching and the systems is there, and it's being taught by Millionaire Agents. So thank you so much for watching this, everybody. And Bertrand and RG, I can't thank you enough, first of all, for believing in me. That was the first thing. You had to have faith in me. You had to make the drive. When you had no reason to be confident, you were confident. I got you to be confident in me, but I got you to be confident in you.
Yes.
And it's been an amazing 9 years. You've changed your life. You've done that. You've rolled up your sleeves. You've changed your life. And you've changed my life in the fact that it makes me feel so good and so happy for what I do to be able to see what you've done and to be able to see all the lives that you've changed with the people in your company and all the thousands of clients you help. So thank you everybody so much for watching this. And Bertrand and Argy, any final remarks before we wrap up this wonderful interview?
Yeah, so I want to thank you, Craig, for, how would I say, you're right, we did the work, but you unlock something on us. And that makes all the difference on us and on everybody, the people, you said it, in our team, the customers, our families, everything. So if somebody is listening to us and have hesitation to call us, don't hesitate. We've been there. And I think that makes us the best people to help you, because we've been there. I know what it is to come at the conference with $10 in my pocket. I know what it is. So call us, we discuss about that. There is no pressure, there is no obligation. We just work together to give you a better life. And if you're making money right now, a lot of money, but you don't have time, call us, because we're going to show you how to make more money and to have more time to enjoy it. So
and you know, I want to thank everybody for watching this. And I'm so excited for everybody watching this video, because I think you see this is real. Okay, I know there's lots of things being said today, especially on social media, but I think everyone watching this has the good sense to know when you're listening to good people and they're telling you the truth about something that could be really, really good for you. So I honestly hope that all of you will take action on this. Whether you contact me for a free consultation at proctorcall.com, you book it on your Acuity Day Timer, and we'll have a conversation, or you call Bertrand directly. His phone number, we'll put in the comments below, but take action on this. At least investigate it. You owe it to yourself to investigate what your business could look like. So I want to thank everybody again for watching this. Bertrand and Argy, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Let's make sure that this year is your best year ever.
Yes, thank you so much, Craig.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. This is Craig Proctor, and you've been watching the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show. Hi, this is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are two important things, and both are totally free. Number one is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're going to see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's going to let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.